This is Charles Neal from Dispatches from Myrtle Beach with my son from Good Mythical Morning. Hey, Link, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Dad. And a good mythical morning to you, or afternoon, or, well, I guess there's a 3-hour difference, so it's afternoon to me, so it's night to you.
You're getting, yes, it's not here, but that's all right. We got it worked out. And
with that backdrop you got your nice sunset behind you. It looks like it makes me assume that you're always living in the golden hour over there.
It was, sometimes we got one and we sitting on the beach and now we watching the sunset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, are you working too hard?
Pretty hard at it. I got a big job going on, so painting the house is about 4,000 square feet. So
okay,
yeah, I saved this one. These people were nice enough to let me wait and start in January. So I've been working on it in January, and I might get through with it by the end of February.
Oh,
I might.
Really?
They don't care.
So you're riding on a good reputation if they're letting you string it out for that much time.
Well, you're talking about painting the whole house again, the ceilings, the walls, the trim work, everything, and you're talking about a house with 5 bedrooms in it.
Oh.
That ain't even counting the living room, kitchen, the crow's nest that you go up and can see the ocean from the house. And all that. So it's a nice house.
What do you think about a crow's nest in a house like that? Because is it really big enough to do anything up there, or is it just something when you buy the house you're like, whoa, a crow's nest? I'm gonna come up here all the time and drink my morning coffee, and you never go up there.
And you would want to, because they got a winding staircase that you have to walk up to the top of it.
Yeah.
Ain't
nobody going to walk up there.
But this, yes, they are, because this crow's nest is about, it's 12 foot wide and 24 foot long.
Oh.
It's a room.
Okay.
With a vaulted ceiling in it, with beams on the ceilings and all kind of stuff. So this ain't just no little bitty crow's nest. This is a big crow's nest.
So you think they make use of it?
Oh, yeah. And Nancy said if she lived there, that she'd have a bed up there, and that's where she'd sleep.
That's the way to guarantee that you're making use of it, because I'm still suspicious.
But that's what I've been doing, working on this house. And, but she tells me not to work too much. If I need to stop and rest, just go on home. Everything will be fine. They good to me.
All right, that's good to hear. I like that type of arrangement, because I don't like it when you got to work too hard. Because if you can continue to work at that type of pace, that's ideal, right? I mean, and under those circumstances, you enjoy it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you still bring your jam box in there and listen to your...
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody but me and my radio. So, yeah. 94.9 on the surf. So, listening to that good beach music all the time. So, not that rap music. So
You're vibing out to not that rap music. I guess you have a lot of opportunity for shower thoughts. You know what I'm talking about? Shower thoughts?
No, you might have to explain that. I mean, I guess when you're taking a shower and you think about stuff that you want to be doing or you need to be doing, I get a lot of them thoughts.
Or more philosophical type stuff, like, I don't have a good example, but because I actually don't have shower thoughts. I'm very much thinking about the task of taking a shower, but a lot of people, when in the shower, they get philosophical and their mind kind of wanders. And, when you're using your paintbrush, it's like your mind can just go to all types of places.
About it. I can think about a lot of different things that, I might want to change or stuff going on in what's going on in the world, and I wish you could change some of that. But and then sometimes I'm just listening to the music and painting and just just easing on, dancing on around, up and down the ladder.
I like that image. I like that image, Dad.
So it's easing up, but we the last time we was together, we got to talk about Aruba and New Zealand, and done a lot of catching up. Is anything much?
I'm back. I'm just back at it. I'm getting ready for Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
It's we gotta start laying our plans if we want to have plans to get laid. I shouldn't have said that out loud. It just rolled right off the tongue though.
Well,
the best laid plans are the plans to get laid. That should be on a Myrtle Beach T-shirt, right?
I'm telling you, we need to put that on a shirt.
Oh my gosh, are you ready? I'm not. I'm honestly not. I mean, I got a reservation, but I got to go further than that.
No, I ain't ready.
We got some work to do. You might need to be directing our shower thoughts in that in the romantic direction,
Oh yeah.
And not just to get something out of it, Dad.
That's right.
So
no.
I don't want you to. I don't know what you're thinking about me, but I'm not just trying to get something out of this.
Sure. Me either.
This is about just an expression of love and romance with no strings attached and no expectations of any reciprocation. And what happens.
I don't quite go into Valentine's, but not wanting some reciprocation. So.
I know, but you're not supposed to say it. I said it, and now you said it.
Well, hey,
we're both over here saying it.
I don't know about your wife. My wife knows I want some reciprocation, especially at Valentine's. So.
Yeah, there's no doubt that she knows. But there's I mean, there's still a little bit of gamesmanship to it.
I make it kind of try to make it interesting, and and doing stuff for her, and she does stuff for me. Because most of the time we get each other a card, we don't just buy each other one card. We buy a couple or three and slip them around and leave them at different places. And, leave one in the morning on Valentine's Day somewhere, and one for around lunchtime for them to find, and then one for that night where we're either going out to eat or going to do something. And yeah.
Sprinkle in the notes. I like that.
Yeah.
Can I use that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my trick has always been go to buy the card and pick your favorite card and pick your second favorite card, and then take what's written in your second favorite card and write it yourself in the first card as if you were the one who wrote it.
You shouldn't have told that. That's worse than the first thing that you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do your way is better.
Yeah,
just buy all the cards.
I can. I articulate pretty well when I sit down and writing a little love note to my wife in the card and do that. So, it's just something off the top of my head.
Okay, well, me too. Me too.
Oh, Lord. Okay. It's time for another edition of Myrtle Beach Mailbag. We got an email from Max Paul.
Two first names. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He says, my name is Max from Kansas City, Missouri, and I have a peculiar predicament that I hope you fellas could help me with.
Okay.
I have the misfortune of my birthday being on February the 3rd, the day after Groundhog Day. So my special day always seems to get overshadowed. This upcoming February will be my 25th year, so he's 25 years old, of playing second fiddle to Punxsutawney Phil, and frankly, I'm over it. can you shed some light and cast your shadow on this quarter-century dilemma of mine, or perhaps provide some words of encouragement?
Okay.
Now, Max.
Okay. Well, I get the pun. His birthday is overshadowed.
Yeah, that's right.
You get it. Now, is this a widespread problem? I don't know that I've ever heard of this being a problem.
I don't understand having a birthday. I don't Max, I'm sorry, but just cause your birthday the day after my birthday and Link's birthday, mine sometimes falls right on Memorial Day. And people celebrating Memorial Day, hell, it don't hurt my feelings that they're celebrating something. And yours is the day after Punxsutawney Phil. I mean, I'm sorry that you've had a dilemma with it, but I got a nephew that his birthday is on December the 28th.
We're talking
Christmas. And you could have been born on December the 25th instead of December the 3rd or February the 3rd. And then you wouldn't have never got it. You'd be like Kurt. You wouldn't hardly ever get a birthday present.
And you compete with Jesus. You know what happens when you compete with Jesus?
Yeah.
You lose. Spoiler alert, Jesus wins. I'm sure that's already on a shirt, and it's got a gaudy graphic design to go along with it. Trust me, that already exists. Spoiler alert, Jesus wins.
So, Max, I really think that you put a little 2 minutes thought in it that your birthday's on February 3rd because of, and I know you see all this about a groundhog and him seeing his shadow, but hey, there ain't none of us got nothing to do with the weather. The good Lord looks after that. And your birthday's the day after we figure out if we're going to have 6 more weeks of bad weather or if it's going to get warm in 4 more weeks or whatever. So, you could have had a birthday on a lot worse day. And so.
Are you saying that Mr. Paul here is being a prima donna?
Well, I don't know that, but I think he's.
A Punxsutawney prima donna?
Yeah, something, yeah, because he don't need to worry about that his birthday's on the day after.
Are you saying that he is not being his Max Paul? Are you saying he might be more of his minimum Paul?
Well, I think he just needs to just
live up to his name.
Yeah.
You are Max Paul.
You and Max Paul don't make no damn difference if your birthday's the day after Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right. Who does he think he is? Minimum Paul?
No, he's Max Paul.
That's right.
Max Paul. So enjoy your birthday and just enjoy when it is. That's the best thing for you to do.
When's the last time you actually paid attention to the groundhog anyway? I mean, what are we, in grade school?
Even when I was farming, I didn't care if he seen his shadow or not because I didn't half believe
exactly.
It had nothing to do with it anyway.
You didn't have. What about the other half?
No, that's right.
And who cares about the weather more than farmers?
I'm telling.
I mean, maybe fishermen. I don't know. Nobody care. They might care just much. Nobody cares. I mean, when you were a farmer, you clung to the weather. You had an intimate. Well, I'll say personal. You had a personal. Yeah. You had a vibrant relationship with the local weatherman. Am I right?
Well, I don't know about with the weatherman because they ain't but 50% right half the time anyway.
Okay, so. But you would plan your strategy, your pharmacological strategies based on the weather forecast. Am I right?
That would be correct.
And how many times did you base any of your stratagem on the seen or the not seen of the shadow of the groundhog?
Never.
Not never. So always?
Yeah.
You said not
always.
Never. Is that means always?
Yeah.
Or it could mean sometimes.
No, not never means I didn't never pay no attention to whether he's seen his shadow or not.
Okay. Well, I thought that is yes ever. Yes, never. Yes, never. Not never. You mean not never.
Not never is what we not. I don't see why are you confused about not never.
But because it's a double negative, Dad.
Because not never means it don't happen.
Not never means it sometimes happens, and it could be happening all the time. It's everything but never. Right? Not never. What is never? And then not's the opposite.
Okay, see, I might have learned something today, but it's still not never. I mean, not never.
Have you ever listened to what the Groundhog said and taken action on that?
No.
Okay.
Never.
So, never?
Just never.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Listen, you gave it hard to Max Paul, so I'm just giving it back to you. If you don't dish it out if you can't take it.
I can take it.
How often can you take it?
Not never.
Okay. All right, that's right. That's right, Dad.
But never.
But, okay. There you have it, Max Paul.
Well, I got another email from Jenna Link.
Okay.
And it says if you could time travel to witness any historical event together, which one would it be?
Oh.
Well, see, the first thing I thought about was I've always thought I would like to go, me and you do, because we've done some things together.
We have.
We've been whitewater rafting and
Yep.
and all kind of things that was
Yes.
kind of dangerous.
We have spent time traveling together.
And doing that, but the first thing that hit my head was that me and you would get to go to the Super Bowl or something like that, but we wouldn't have to sit in the stands. We'd get to walk up and down the sideline with all the players and everything.
Oh, really?
Then I got yeah.
Okay. Which one? Because I'm saying that it could be anyone in the past. And I think that's what Jenna was saying too.
Well, and if I was
pick any Super Bowl,
past, and it would be the first one where the Packers played, and it was like 0 degrees.
I don't want to do that. It's too cold. What, the first Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Why, Dad? Why?
Well, because it was the first one, and we're going in the past. And hey, man, all those men that was playing, they toughed it out, and we're not going to really be in the cold. We're just going to be sit back somewhere and kind of watching, and
okay,
it's probably still going to be warm to us.
Oh, we'll be in a warm time traveling bubble. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Our time machine is very warm and allows us to
we're going to have a heater in our time machine.
All right.
or we're going to have some air conditioning in it if we need to get cool and everything. But
so you just want to go to a Super Bowl and be on the sidelines.
On the sidelines.
Everybody seems to care about the Super Bowl. I guess that would be cool. I don't know. With all
it'd be
this Taylor Swift stuff, I don't. I don't know. I don't get. That hasn't done it for me.
I got to thinking a little bit more about this, and I mean, from being in the service and doing stuff, if I really picked one thing that I could watch and see happen, it would be D-Day.
Oh.
In World War II. And this, because so many people died fighting for this country and to free the world, that it would be something that you could really grasp and take in to see how those people felt and what they did to free us from the world then. So
that is quite a historic moment. That's a good choice. Have you seen Saving Private Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm told that was viscerally accurate.
Pretty. It's,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I won't in World War II, but with
Me neither.
things that you read about it and how it was, that was pretty close.
Yeah.
With what went on.
That one kind of scares me, Dad.
That was
Yeah, is our bubble bulletproof and as well as has a heater?
Well, I mean, it says it. I mean, when I read it, it says time travel to witness any historical event.
Yeah. So we're kind of
so we're just
safe.
kind of safe and
okay.
get back in our thing and get to come back home. So.
Okay, I think I have one.
But where would you?
I think I have one that would make you happy, would make me happy, and it would be awesome. And I'll give you a hint, see if you can figure this out, because I remember, I think you still have it. There's a picture on your wall of an event that I think it would be cool to travel back in time and be there together, especially because you have this picture hanging in your house.
And I know exactly what it is. When me and you and Papa and Lincoln got a picture in that bean field.
Oh, okay. No, that's not what I was talking about. But that is a sweet, that's better. That's better to be able to hang out with Papa in the bean field. No, you made me sad.
4 generations. 4 generations.
4 generations. And if we wait long enough for Lincoln to have a son, he says he's going to name him the 5th.
Yep.
We could bring him, and we could bring another generation and hang out with Papa. Don't make me cry, Dad. That's not the picture that I'm talking about.
Okay.
I was just thinking of something that would be cool as hell. It wouldn't be like heart-wrenching, but awesome. So yes, your answer's better.
Oh, I'm sorry, but all right, what picture have I got?
It's a picture from history. We had nothing to do with it. And I'm pretty sure that it's hanging on your wall.
We got some pictures, and we got Nancy, got these pictures of Elvis out there. So.
Okay, yes, but more specific, we will be going to Memphis in like 1956.
To Graceland.
No, it's not just Elvis. There's 3 other people in the picture.
Oh, I know which one. Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley.
Yeah, the $1 Million Quartet.
Yep.
All 4 of them were in the studio together. And
I've been to that studio. Hadn't you been there?
It's like Sun Records there in Memphis. Can you imagine being there, even being a fly on the wall? That you do have that picture hanging out, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's like this famous picture taken. I mean, they released the recordings later, but it was like I was reading about it. It was a totally impromptu.
They didn't know. They knew Elvis was going to be there, but they were all recording around Sun Records, and I think Elvis was the only one that had a contract with Sun Records. The rest of them didn't. They had a contract with somebody else.
They were all more up and coming. Elvis was the only one that was more established, even though he was the youngest.
Yeah.
And just to be like hanging out in that room where they're like singing all those songs together.
And all they were singing all gospel music.
That would be fun though, just to show up and hang out with the 4 of them. Johnny Cash and Elvis alone. That's amazing. Jerry Lee Lewis, he seemed like he'd be a handful.
And yes, and Carl Perkins could flat play a guitar.
That would be cool.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think about going back to that moment and like being able to hang out with Papa. I said I didn't want to go back here because you're gonna make me sad, but like because I know we miss him so much, but it would be cool just to tell for him to see what we're doing now. Just like I'm glad Nan is able to see what we're doing now,
but I think it's pretty.
He would love that
to bring that up, but it wouldn't be sad to him that we brought it up. Wanted to be back in that. Watching that picture being taken. No. Because he'd be happy about it.
That's right.
Because he couldn't see good then either. And when I see that picture hanging up in the kitchen, that picture makes me smile. It don't make me sad.
Yeah, me too.
Why do you want to learn a new language? Maybe you have an upcoming international trip, want to connect with a family member or friend, or just want to learn a new skill. In comes Rosetta Stone, the most trusted language learning program, available on desktop or as an app. It truly immerses you in the language you want to learn. They've used trusted experts for 30 years with millions of users and 25 languages offered, some of which include Spanish, French, German, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Dutch, and Arabic. Rosetta Stone immerses you in many ways. There are no English translations, so you really learn to speak, listen, and think in that language. And with the built-in true accent feature that gives you feedback on your pronunciation, it's like having a personal trainer for your accent. Don't put off learning that language. There's no better time than right now to get started. For a very limited time, Dispatches from Myrtle Beach listeners can get Rosetta Stone lifetime memberships for 50% off. Visit rosettastone.com/dispatches. There's 50% off unlimited access to 25 language courses for the rest of your life. Redeem your 50% off at rosettastone.com/dispatches today. This episode is sponsored by HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to your grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Whether you're trying to save money, eat better, or stress less, HelloFresh is here to help you do all three. Say hello to your most delicious year yet with fresh ingredients and chef-crafted recipes at a price you'll like, delivered right to your door. Ditch the meal planning blues and the grocery store run with quick, convenient recipes delivered right to you. So all you Myrtle Beast out there, this HelloFresh is a wonderful thing because when me and Nancy are cooking, we can cook together and have all our meals done in just about 30 minutes. And it's quick, easy, just putting all the ingredients together, and you don't have to worry about what you got to put into anything. It's all right there for you. And then after you get it fixed and everything, you get to sit down to a quick, easy meal that's delicious and very good for you. Go to HelloFresh.com/MyrtleFree and use code MyrtleFree for free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/MyrtleFree with code MyrtleFree. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Dispatches from Myrtle Beach is sponsored by BetterHelp. A common misconception about relationships is that they have to be easy to be right. But sometimes the best ones happen when both people put in the work to make them great. Therapy can be a place to work through the challenges you face in all of your relationships, whether with friends, work, your significant other, or anyone. Okay, like anyone else, there's been times in my life when I needed some help with things that was going on with my life, whether it was with my significant other or things that was just going on, and I went to see a therapist and talked about this probably for 6 months or so to help organize some of the things that I need to do. So don't think if you need some help that it's something that you shouldn't do. So you need to call BetterHelp and let them help you through some of these situations that you're in, and it'll just make things be a lot easier for you, and you'll feel a lot better about yourself. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. Visit BetterHelp.com/dispatches today to get 10% off your first month. That's better, HELP.com/dispatches. Since they launched it, y'all can't get enough of Everybody Knows I Love Lesbians collection, which is why they're launching 3 new pieces today, including this hoodie that has a holographic foil treatment. Check it out, as well as a tee and a pen, available now at mythical.com. Now it's time for a word from our sponsor. Well, I got our episode from Dispatches is going to be coming out right about the same time Mardi Gras is going on.
Oh, okay.
Have you been to New Orleans?
Yeah. I've been through a couple of times.
I'm going to do a little ad for our show.
Oh, you getting paid?
No, I ain't getting paid.
Oh, okay. Well, go for it anyway.
But we went to a place when we went to Mardi Gras before we went to all the downtown to see all the parades. We went to a place called Mardi Gras World in New Orleans, and it's where they make all the floats and put them together.
I've heard about this.
And this place is right down on the water, and it's in all these great big warehouses, and they reuse this stuff and put it up, and they have people that sponsors each one of these boats, and they get on them, and hey, they ain't just sponsoring something that costs $25. Some of these things is, anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million to fix one of these floats and to use them one time.
Oh.
It's open all year long, and you can go take a tour there and see how they make all these floats with these boats and with all these flowers and all these people on them and where they get all this stuff from. So it's Mardi Gras World down in New Orleans, and and then we went to that, and then I was standing outside the road watching all the floats come by, and they throw all them beads and stuff. Well, yeah. I don't reckon the one I got, and it was that night, and one of them hit me right in the eye right here, and it was a whole bag full of them beads, to knock me out.
Oh, okay.
And
you all right?
In them, so and I thought, damn, I think there was even a little blood gushing out a little bit.
Did you show your titties?
No, I won't do nothing. Just trying to catch the beads, and you couldn't see. So, hey, they didn't want to see my titties. They wanted to see them women.
Okay, don't make this motion.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about your eye, but how did this? I thought this was an ad. It's turned into a public service announcement.
Yeah, so you need
watch
to
out for the bead bag.
For the beads. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Had a good
sold.
time, but if you're ever in New Orleans and want to go see where they made the floats at, you need
wear
to stop
goggles.
Go down Mardi Gras World down there at New Orleans and everything.
Okay,
and just be careful standing out there so you don't get hurt with a bead either.
Okay.
Yeah. It's time for another edition of You're Way Over My Head Now. I know this segment is normally for you teaching me today's used slang.
Yeah.
But a Myrtle Beach sent in a wife sandwich story that we couldn't pass up.
God.
Me and you've been in a wife sandwich story.
I haven't. No, I have not been in it, Dad.
No, I have. Yep, I have.
Yes.
Because I'm way over my head.
Okay, let's hear it.
So this is from Jen Whitaker.
Okay.
And Jen says, hello, I live near Myrtle Beach. I'm in Longs. I come through Longs today.
Oh.
Coming back home.
Okay.
Which is next to Little River. My ex-husband and I split up in 2011. I remarried, and he did also. We are all great friends. I officiated my ex-husband's wedding to his current wife. Oh my God.
It's one way to get rid of them.
We've gone on cruises together, vacations, and even spend our holidays together. But here's a kicker. My ex-husband's wife, Donna, used to work with me back from 2006 to 2009, and we would go on double dates with her then husband and my ex-husband. Well, I'm getting confused already. Okay, I think I got this though, Jen. My oldest daughter, Stephanie, lived with Donna, her then husband, for a few months after my husband and I split because it was closer to school. While she was staying with Donna, she met Donna's stepson, Josh. This was before my ex-husband started dating Donna, who was currently married to Josh's dad. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
They are still together and are married with kids. I've attached a photo which will explain better. I'm Jen. My ex-husband is Chuck. My current husband is Tom. Chuck's current wife is Donna. Donna's ex-husband is Brian. Brian was married to Donna and Laura. Josh is the son of Laura and Brian. Stephanie is the daughter of Chuck and me. So anything that's a full family function, there's a lot of exes involved. Enjoy figuring it out. And there's no incest or lots of love. Is that what?
Are you sure? Because I'm not. No incest. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because we over here are not sure. You know. It's like, I don't know what just happened, but I am not sure that there is not incest at play. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about no incest, but I read it. All I'm gonna tell you is, Jim, this is really interesting because all I had to do was my mama tell me that I was sitting between number 1 and number 4. I don't know how you gonna figure out who's sitting in between who when they get married.
And what is this picture, Logan? Can I see the picture, because apparently it's supposed to help. Okay, so she just labeled the picture. Stephen and Dawn, Jen's parents. Big Chuck and Joy.
And Donna.
It's like they're all on an island and they're just like repairing up. I don't, there's other people in the world that you could have dated.
So I made a family tree for it.
Okay.
Because
you made a family tree?
The picture didn't help.
Yes, it didn't.
No, it didn't help us either.
So this is what I made. So
how did we get here?
The striped lines are divorces.
Okay.
These lines are people that are currently married. And I think Josh and Stephanie are married.
So the only people that got remarried were
Brian has 2 exes.
Stephanie's parents got divorced and Josh's parents got divorced. And then Josh and Stephanie got together, but then Stephanie's dad got married to Josh's stepmom.
Yeah.
Josh and Stephanie are husband and wife and stepbrother and sister.
If you look at this picture, it didn't say in the email, but this looks like Josh and Stephanie's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they look alike. No, they don't.
And
you can marry your listen, if you can marry, you marry somebody and then one of your parents can marry one of your step parents and then you become a step sibling. But no, if your stepmom marries your spouse's parent, that doesn't make you step siblings. I had a stepsister once that I could have dated. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
You know, it's weird, but it's not. You know, step siblings are just pretend siblings anyway. I mean, they're siblings by marriage. You mean, you know, and if you start to catch feelings, then it's fair game. You know, it could go either way at that point. I think I don't know.
Well, Jen,
what do you think, Dad? Do you think it's a good? Where do you stand on step brothers and sisters hooking up? That's really what we're at.
All I'm telling you is I ain't worried about steps and unstepped, and it's just you have took the cake. Your thing is a lot better than my wife's sandwich.
Well, it's a lot more complicated. I don't know if it's better. It's bigger. But Dad, I want to know, how do you feel about stepbrother and sister hooking up?
If they ain't no blood related, I ain't got no problem with it.
Right. If my mom and my stepdad fell in love, why can't I fall in love with my stepdad's daughter?
You can.
Who's an adult, by the way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, I don't think that's happened in this story, hasn't it? Ain't that what you're trying to say?
Well, in this story, the kids got married first, and then the parents. So it happened in reverse. It said, "Oh, look, our kids have gotten hooked up. So now we should get hooked up too." But my daughter and your stepson got married. So now let's me and you get married. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
And that's totally fine.
I don't see.
I am not for it, but I'm not against it. I am okay with it, but I'm not excited about it. That's where I stand on the issue of step siblings hooking up. It's not great, but it's good. It's okay. It's fine. It's none of my business. That's where I stand.
Yeah.
But if you...
Well, I don't see a problem with it because they ain't...
And Dad loves it.
They're not written. Yeah,
Dad...
They really can't. So, but it was a... Jen, it was a very interesting story, and I really appreciate you sending this in to us. So
it's kind of efficient, you know? It keeps everything smaller.
Yeah.
When you get together. Makes the potlucks aren't as interesting in one side.
That's
all
still
right,
a pretty good crowd of people.
I'll drop it, but I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Of just being okay with it.
Well, Link, I'm gonna tell you, this is a pretty interesting way to wrap up what we've been doing tonight. And Jen, I appreciate you sending it in, and all you Myrtle Beach out there, if y'all are as confused as me and Link were to start with, join the club. It's quite all right. And, it was fun having all y'all here with us today, and we're so excited to be back. And I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day. And if you did something with Mardi Gras, I hope you had a great Mardi Gras. And don't forget to tune in next week for another mini dispatch. And please click those follow and subscribe buttons wherever you get your podcast and on YouTube. And while you're at it, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. And if you got a joke, question, or a comment you'd like to share with me, email me at ratherbeshaggin53@aol.com. And we can't wait to spin your world around again next time. So we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks or in a week or so with a mini dispatch. So it was good talking to you again, son. And this is this just keeps getting better and better.
I think it does. Yeah. I'll talk to you next time after I untangle my mind. Y'all keep them straight out there.
I love you.
Love you too.